Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Compact Everyday Carry and Gadgets. And today I want to talk to you guys about my top 4 everyday carry handguns you could pick up today. These are going to be small, comfortable, reliable, nice round capacity. Um, and I'm gonna kind of explain why I chose these 4 out of all the handguns I've owned, and also out of all the handguns that are out in the market that I've done my research on, that I've grabbed my hand on, taken to the range, and I still haven't been able to replace these 4 handguns. For me, like I said, these are the top 4 for everyday carry. This is focused on the everyday carry. And when you talk about everyday carry, you want something comfortable so that you don't sacrifice leaving your handgun at home and going out without protection because it's uncomfortable, because you're not dressed apart, so you can't throw on a holster, or the handgun is too heavy or too big. So this is what this list is for today. I'm gonna kind of run through everything quickly. If you guys see anything you like in any of these pistols, it will be down in the description, nicely organized, so you guys could pick anything up if you're out there and interested in any of these things. Let's start off in the order that I picked them up in, which was the first one I got from the 4 all the way to the latest. So the first one I got, let's move these out the way. The first one I got was my trusty and lovely GLOCK 43X MOS. I love this handgun, and from the looks of it, it looks like a lot of you guys love it as well. This guy always gets great reaction and great response when I feature the GLOCK 43X on the channel. As you guys can see, it's pretty hooked up. This is probably the handgun I've done the most work on as far as like trial and error, making sure that everything I have on it, I like it. And I have ran a lot of different options, and this is what I've kind of been able to stick with that works for me and that's been reliable. Because the key thing to all of this, nothing matters if it's not reliable. And that's why I'm making this list. And the GLOCK 43X MOS, I probably have the most rounds through this handgun from the 4 on the table, and it has yet to cause any malfunctions, or to have any malfunctions, sorry, have any misfires or anything like that. It's ran flawless. Even when I do aftermarket magazines, it's ran flawless. I'm not going to go too into detail on what I got on the handgun. I'm not going to describe or anything because I got videos where I kind of talk about that. But as you can see, I got the extended base plate, which gives it an extra 2 rounds, making this a 12 plus 1. That's 13 in total. I got the mag well. I got the little grip sleeve that has these nice finger grooves on it. I got the TLR 7 sub from Streamlight. And I got this beautiful red dot from Meprolite. This was sent over to me, and I have fallen in love with it. So I have not replaced it. I kept it on this firearm because I actually really do like it. Like I said, I'll have links down to my good friends over at Meprolite. Shout out to them. But yeah, the GLOCK 43X, beautiful handgun, reliable, very comfortable in the hand. If you don't want something too small, too tiny, if you kind of have somewhat of a bigger hand, this gun is going to fit your needs because it has a full grip, as you can see. But it's not humongous, it's not huge. The barrel is not super long. The grip is just long enough to get a nice full grip. As far as thickness goes, for my hands, this is probably one of the best feeling handguns that I own, and it feels great in my hand. I really do like it. Now the second pistol I own from the 4 is the M&P Shield Plus Gen 3. Now this is the plus version of it. And what I love about Smith & Wesson, the M&P line, the Shield line, sorry, is how reliable they are and how good and well priced they are as well. It's going to be very hard to beat the price of these things for the reliability that you get with it and for the brand itself. There's brands out there that are not really known. They don't have years of experience. They don't have years of reliable experience that they could kind of prove to us, the customers, but these guys do. And the fact that they're still able to keep the price very down, it's super appreciated. And this is why I own more M&P Shields and M&P Smith & Wesson in general than I do any other brand out in the market. So like I said, this is the plus version right here. I do got the 15 round mag, has 15 plus 1. That's 16 rounds in this tiny little compact handgun. As you can see, it's even a smaller footprint than the GLOCK 43 itself. very similar in size, but it is, and it just feels a little smaller in the hand as well. I got the TLR6 laser and light combo, very affordable, nice addition to have. It seems very well integrated with the handgun. I got the Holosun 407K on top, nice. I got this Hulk sleeve that I also put on the grip. I do cut off the top of it because I don't like it when it goes over the beaver tail. So I like having that nice tight grip. It just gives me a better grip when I remove that. But yeah, that's the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield Plus. Beautiful handgun. This is also one of those handguns that you do not have to leave this at home, regardless of how you're dressed. If you're dressed in sports clothes or casual or business attire, you could easily conceal the M&P Shield Plus. And definitely probably one of the best triggers in the table from all four handguns that I am showing you guys today. But yeah, beautiful handgun. Definitely recommend. Like I said, everything you see on the handgun itself. If you're interested in picking anything up, I will have the links down below, guys. So the third option I got, and this was probably the handgun I hunted down the most. I was really trying to find this specific one, because you know Sig Sauer, the P365 line, has a bunch of different options for you to choose from. I wanted this specific one. I wanted the Sig P365X, which gives you that little longer barrel, so it gives you a full grip in a flush mag, which I love. I haven't even had the need to buy the extended mag, but I probably will just for the extra rounds, but it's not needed. It's just perfect. This is a 12 plus 1 in the head. On top, it comes optic ready. I got the Holosun 407K. This is the green dot version. For some reason, with my eyes having astigmatism, the green dot looks a little better to me over the red dot. Now, this does have the manual safety. I specifically wanted it with the manual safety. I do ride with one in the head. It just gives me a little peace of mind. Like I said in the like I've said in previous videos, I have kids, and just having that manual safety gives me a little more peace of mind. When I do go out to the range, I do train disengaging the safety while pulling out the handgun. So by the time I present the handgun, the safety is already disengaged, and it hasn't really slowed down my timing. As you can see, it also comes with a rail, so you could mount. They do have a TLR 7 sub version for the Sig P365X. It does look a little extra long on this pistol because this is the shorter barrel version. They do have the full frame or the pro version, I believe they call it, which is a little longer. But yeah, as far as reliability, this is also another beast. Now, this is going to be a little more expensive compared to the Glock 43 and the Shield. Sig is known for being a little more expensive than all these other brands. But like I said, their aftermarket game is amazing, and they also do a lot of cool options for you, so you could easily integrate different slides, different bodies, different grips. You could go full metal. You could, like, it's amazing the options that Sig Sauer gives you for the P365 lines. So that is why they're able to also demand on the price, because it's just amazing how they're able to integrate so many other options. The trigger on this is a steel trigger, nice flat face steel trigger, awesome trigger. I did have to get used to it at first. It has that little mushiness that Sig Sauer P365 triggers are known for, but once you get used to it, you actually love it, and I actually love this trigger. All the handguns in this table right now have great triggers out of the factory, which is another bonus, another plus of why I chose. As far as grip goes, this bad boy feels amazing. Didn't even need the Hulk sleeve because it just felt great right off rip, but adding the Hulk sleeve does add a little extra girth and just feels awesome in the hand. And I definitely recommend, like I said, I will be installing a light eventually to this handgun. But this is one of those handguns where I bought specifically for everyday carry, so I wanted to keep it nice and compact, and I didn't want to add any extra bulk. So that is why you see it in this form. Even the red dot was a little extra for me. I wasn't even planning on doing red dot, but eventually I just went for it. But yeah, that's the Sig Sauer P365X. Definitely recommend. Amazing handgun as well. Last but not least, and the last handgun I purchased out of the four on this table is the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. This has somewhat of a cult following ever since their first version, the original Bodyguard, but they definitely went away from the first design of the first Bodyguard with the Bodyguard 2.0. This looks somewhat like a shield, just cramped down in size, and it's amazing. Amazing trigger, amazing slide serrations on both sides. The serrations even extend past the sides and kind of goes over. It comes with good sights, nice true glow sights. The back isn't amazing. It's just a rigid sight, but the front is nice. And this is tiny micro handgun, so this isn't for long distance shooting. So it's just about right. Like I said, the trigger is amazing. Smith & Wesson with the M&P lines and all their new pistols, all their new generations, they have upgraded their triggers kind of across the board, and they are amazing. And they kind of integrated it into the Bodyguard 2.0. It does look physically a little bit different because the trigger is skinnier and smaller. So it has the little safety hinge cover the whole flat face of the trigger, where with the shield line, it doesn't cover the whole flat face of the trigger itself. But yeah, as far as everyday carry, this has been my everyday carry driver so far. I go with this guy everywhere. I probably recommend this guy even more than all the other three on the table for everyday carry. But it's not for everybody because it is a micro handgun. The cool thing about this micro handgun, I don't know what Smith & Wesson did, but they were able to make this gun feel not as tiny, not as small as it actually is. It does come with the extended mag. This holds 12 plus 1, which is amazing. It also comes with a 10-round mag where it's flush, and you could almost get even a full grip with the flush one. But this guy feels amazing. Handles like a bigger firearm as well when you're in the range. Normally when you're dealing with these micro / mouse guns, it's very difficult to manage, very difficult to control, and also kind of a pain to deal with at the range because after a few rounds it starts to hurt your hands, even loading and just shooting in general. Smaller handguns are usually very uncomfortable, but with this guy, man, it's been a pleasure. Like I said, it handles like a bigger firearm. And the recoil is also very manageable because you're able to get a full grip and just able to manage the handgun amazingly. They did great with all these nice little memory pads, nice grip in every area you may need. Like I said, for training purposes, especially if you're training a new person to the handgun game, the Bodyguard 2.0 is amazing. They added nice little memory pads in every side, every inch of the barrel. Wherever you might need it, you could rest it in a nice little memory pad, nice grip. So when you're going through little steps of training or showing somebody how to train, you give them these little steps, and little memory pads help them remember where to keep their fingers placed, keeping your finger off the trigger when you're not ready to shoot. Just amazing. Like I said, even sliding the rack is nice and smooth, not as difficult as it usually is with smaller handguns. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. This is my list of the top EDC handguns for everyday carry, especially. I definitely, like I said, recommend these bad boys. If you guys are in the market trying to hunt down a handgun for your everyday carry needs, then look no further. I would recommend these hands down over the competition out right now. Obviously, there's definitely other options out there that I will recommend that probably would get an honorable mention, like the Mete from Canic, the Hellcat from Springfield is also an amazing everyday carry handguns. And there's a lot of other brands that are newer to the game. The PSA Micro Dagger, amazing handgun. There's just many options out there that you guys could go with. I know Taurus is also making a lot of nice compact handguns out there as well. But these are my choices and my recommendations because of the reliability, the round capacity, the comfort, and the size. Like I said, for everyday carry, you cannot go wrong. But that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching Compact Everyday Carry and Gadgets. Make sure you keep subscribing, keep sharing, keep commenting. Like I always say, I learn a lot from you guys. So make sure you guys ask down in the comments. If I have the answer, I'll make sure to answer those for you guys. Or you have any suggestions of future videos you guys might want to see in the channel, make sure you leave that down below as well. You guys help me out with that as well. But that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching Compact Everyday Carry and Gadgets. Stay blessed.